Well, I've come down to Aldvark today. This is the toll bridge there. It's a private toll bridge. And you see that little white cottage there is where you pay your money. I don't know how much it is to go across. It's a very ancient thing. And it's got a timber deck, as you will hear. And it goes over the River Ouse at Aldvark. I don't know how many of these there are in the country, private toll bridges, but I suspect there's very, very few. So this is a view from the downstream side. Probably better because the sun's shining on it. As you can see, it's quite busy. If I'm ever going across where there's a big flood, I don't hang about. And last time I was here, which must be about, fishing anyway, which must be about 4 years ago, I just dropped a lamprey in the side and it was grabbed immediately. I nearly got pulled in. So I've come down here again and I'm going to just fish upstream here on my local angling association water, which runs alongside the golf course at Aldvark, and see what comes of it. But it's a grand day for the middle of December. It's 10 degrees, absolutely staggering. And you can hear the aircraft. These are these Takana aircraft. This is at, not far from here, is Linton on Ouse, which is where Prince William, our future king, trained as a pilot. So there are these Takana aircraft whizzing about all the time. There's one there you can see just going across the... It reminds me of Spitfires. Quite nostalgic. So here's a little bit of information. Aldvark Bridge. Obviously something which has been put here since last time I was here. So this is Aldvark Bridge. This is going upstream, and this footpath goes up the side of the golf course. So this footbridge here, which goes across and up to Aldvark village. And the association water runs from, I think it's the 13th tee here, and it runs all the way down here to Aldvark Bridge. It's very rarely fished. I don't often see people fishing it. But there must be barbel in here. And hopefully today there'll be some pike. And this is a little bit of information about the crossing. About the ferry and why the bridge comes to be here. And you can use your stop button to read that. I think it hasn't changed a vast lot. Except the guy who's on the gate, he wears a high-vis jacket. Health and safety get everywhere. And a wonderful display of rose hips there. We used to pick them as kids, take them to school, used to get threepence a pound. And some wagon used to come away and take them up to Newcastle for some company called Del Rosa. They used to make rosehip syrup with it. Used to leave your fingers in shreds, all the thorns. Well, it's December the 10th, and it's an absolutely stunning day. It's Tuesday. The whole week's going to be like this apparently. It's 10 degrees, which is absolutely wonderful. And I'm fishing down at Aldvark. I haven't fished here for years. And it seems to be quite well used. And, it's all pegged out nicely, all the way up the side of the golf course. So, if you don't catch any fish, you might catch a golf ball. It is absolutely stunning. Just a slight breeze, but not cold at all. Wonderful. So this is the golf course, and just swing round. There's the river. And you can see in the distance the steeple. And the sun shining on it. The colours of the branches there, that ruby red colour. I don't know what church that is. I'll look it up when I get home. Well, it's a wonderful day to be fishing. Well, it's a wonderful day to be doing anything really. Outside, fantastic. And this is the River Ouse. There's two main rivers, the Swill and the Ewe. They've joined together to form this the River Ouse, which goes down to York and into the Humber. And this is Leeds Angling Club water. So I've chosen a nice big peg, quite safe looking. Hear the traffic going across the bridge. And I'm just going to drop this one down the inside, the big pike rod. The other rod's a lure rod, which I've never used before, as you can see by the posh handle. And I'm just going to practice with it. It's a bit cold for lure fishing, but you never know. So I'm just going to practice it, casting with it on this new line. Isn't that a bonny sight? It's a beauty. Oh, lovely colour. Yeah, well, we might just see him dive in. He's having a look. He's having a little look. And then it's in and gone. What lovely colours and reflections in the water. Beautiful. But not a sniff on either rod. Not a touch. See the clouds and the reflection of the moon in the river. And that float which hasn't moved a fraction all afternoon. Well, that was the Eurofighter taking off. What a racket. Unbelievable noise it makes. But it's impressive. It just came over the back of me and just banged round. And you got the full blast from the jet engines.
just was in past. You can see the reflection in the water.
Well, it's getting on for 3:30 now, and the sun's gone down, becoming decidedly colder, but absolutely nothing, not a sniff, and yet the river looks absolutely spot on. And I've tried the middle, down the side, under these bushes in front, and not a touch. So it's quite disappointing, but lots of things to, you know, keep you occupied. Just watching these young pilots training is amazing. When you see these planes, because I'm always just sitting in line with the runway, so they come straight across here and bank just as they get over the top of me. I suspect if you're in some other countries in the world, you'd dive into the river and hide under the water. Probably a terrifying experience, but so we're very fortunate in that we don't have that. Anyway, I suspect there isn't going to be anything, and whilst it's reasonably light, I'll just say good afternoon to you, and join me on the bank another day. I'll try somewhere else. But it's been a very, very pleasant day. But anyway, cheerio.